Okay, we have the trailer. Might as well. Yo, Zool, what's up, man? Yep, it does look like Nikaboni. It does indeed look like Nikaboni. Yeah, I'm agreeing with you, Zool, dude. You don't have to... I'm agreeing with you, dude. So it's next week is the new EX, huh? Alright. I need to get a new mouse, dude. Yep, Climax. Then we have these ones. We do have these. You can get the 500 frags for Big Mom, or you could boost one of these BFs and stuff. There is a guaranteed Magma Boy. There might not be with like I don't know if there like is with gems, but there is in the shop. In the shop, there's a guaranteed. I don't know if there is with gems because last time they did the same thing where they didn't have a guaranteed with gems, but at the very least in the shop there is a guaranteed. And what's up, SD? All right. It doesn't really matter anyways, Magma Boy. No one's summoning for Big Mom anyways. So there are 600 that you can get, huh? 6 tickets, 600 that you can get. Okay. I mean, 6 tickets is not bad. What are the rates for these? Oh, it's just basic rates. Who does it go up to? Oh, it only goes up to Beppo. That's annoying. I don't know why they do that. Just make it go up to the, like, full EXs. I don't know why they always do that stupid shit with, like, only going up to Beppo and shit. That school looks spooky, dude. You're not gonna get them every time. That's alright. Either way. I think that that's pretty okay anyways. I mean, Blue Big Mom, she did get her, her thing, like her balance adjustment, but she was still never really good, was she? Oh, right, that's what I did wanna have a look at this as well. So, what I want to have a look at is... Because these ones do the increased damage as well. This does the increased damage. But you can't, you need one more medal in order to max this out. In order to max this out, you need one more 5% damage increase, which you can put on a trait if you want to get it to 30. But Zoro's one is obviously a lot easier because you can get it to 30 without having to use damage increase traits. But it's the same trait, huh? I thought that they would have given it to something different for Supreme and Great. What about Oden? Damage reduction, increased damage when 50% or less. Reduce damage. So Zoro is definitely the way to go here. Yeah, Zoro set is definitely the best one. Okay. Interesting. For sure, interesting. Then... should I just keep going with this or change it out? Shut up, Dawn. I told you yesterday. I'll go with this for now. With Luffy. Or Bluffy. And then we will have a look at changing different attackers. But Nika Bonnie, huh? I was really hoping that they weren't going to give us an EX until October. Because the only thing that I'm a little bit wary of is I'm afraid that they're going to break the meta again. I feel like the meta is relatively balanced now. Besides, like, Zoji is very strong, but it's relatively balanced. I don't think this meta is that bad at all. It's not like Blackbeard meta, Blackbeard Law meta, but it's still, it's pretty good compared to the previous meta. But I'm a little afraid that the next EX is going to be disgusting. And that's going to bring us back to where we were before. Which obviously is not good in terms of game progression, I guess. I really wish that you did not do that. That actually did kill. Yo, Ace, what's up, man? Is that Roger? Roger, I'm not really too worried about. That's Zoji, right? I can deal with Zoji. Not worried about Zoji, dude. Nice. Just not let Zoji get any stacks, and then we're good, and he's gonna come back as Mars as well. So, oh no, he came back as Snake, so he was the Snake player. Then, oh no, he's Roger, actually. Konbanwa Ichimaru-san. Alright, Luffy, I'll take it. I'll take it. The broadcast trailer showed up as soon as I opened the app. So yes, I have seen it. I have seen it. I know it's Bonnie. It's pretty clear that it's Bonnie. And yeah. The maps have changed, huh? I wanted to look at, should I try Psy? But Psy needs crit medals, right? Oh, my goat? It could be Emmett? No. I don't understand what this, like, obsession with Emmett getting an EX is. Emmett does not even deserve a BF, dude. I don't understand what everyone's obsession with him is. Emmett is literally on the same level in terms of relevance as Crocus. From the Grand Line, dude. My guy is not relevant at all. Well, I didn't want a new EX to come out, Ace. I said previously that it's not going to come out in September because they've said that it's not going to come out in the Gear 5 slot in September. If that's the case, Mars ends on the end of August. Mars ends on the 27th. Right? Mars ends on the 27th. I thought that there was not going to be an EX until after Mars left. Because that's usually how it works. But they decided to release the EX while Mars is still out. Which is interesting choice. I think that that's a very interesting choice. That Mars's banner is still going to be out. I don't know if they did that just to make it like a little bit more unpredictable. But like, I don't... Alright, the Luffy was lagging, so I didn't know that he was up top. I didn't know that the Luffy was up top. Well, what? That was Kaku. Great. No, they're not losing money with Mars. They are not losing money with Mars. Everyone likes Mars. And a lot of people did summon on Mars. The same people that summon on every EX summon on Mars. So they didn't lose any money there. Sunday's gonna be the last paid banner, then EX time. Well, like right after the EX... Right after the live stream, they will release the EX, so... I don't know what Kaku was doing there. If the Luffy wasn't lagging in the beginning, we could have done better, but... Yeah, but I thought that that's what Sabo was, Ichimaru, because they, like, the Sabo was the thanks for the 7th anniversary, and then Aokiji came back, and he doesn't have any celebration. There's no celebration for Aokiji. So I thought, okay, 7th anniversary is done. Because, or 7.5 is done. Because Aokiji literally has no celebration tied to him. They just brought him back for some reason. No, that's incorrect, Spooky. Just because you saw a couple people get lucky does not mean that he was easy to get. Just as you saw a couple people get lucky, there were people who had to pull him off the guaranteed. That happens every single EX. There is no EX that has different rates to the other EX. He is not a fan favorite. We talking about Mars, the 5 Elder that everyone hates? What? Why did I take damage? Bro, why do I take damage from that, man? Oh, come on! Dude, why do I take damage from a freaking perfect dodge? Bro, why does this happen every time? Oh, come on, bro! Oh, please! That literally... Bro, what is this lag, dude? Bro, what is this lag? That literally chopped your head off! Oh, come on, dude! How is that Bro, what is going on with this game? Why is it so laggy? Why is the game so laggy right now? Come on, dude. Come on, man. Guys! Guard the flags! Oh, these people are gonna be the death of me, dude! Well, they're standing there, so do something! It's spooky! Dude, do something! Why are you all sitting on the frickin' mid flag? Bro, go and do something! He's capping the B flag! Can we go and do something in the match? Do you want to just sit there? You're not even using frickin' defenders! Go and do something in the match! You say no one likes the Gorose Dawn, but everyone was asking for Nezjuro. Everyone was asking for Saturn. I agree, no one likes the Gorose. But everyone was talking about how hype Saturn is. Oh, Saturn's so hype. Oh, I will summon for Saturn. Oh my god. Nezjuro! Oh, Nezjuro! Oh, God, Nezjuro is next! Oh my god, Nezjuro! Oh, Nezjuro! And then when they actually come out, nobody summons. That's literally what I said was gonna happen when Saturn released. And what happened? No one freaking summoned on Saturn, dude! In the last 2 weeks of his banner, no one was even using him on, you can go back to my streams. I was literally getting 0 Saturns. Really? You're just gonna run away, Garp? I mean, what do I have to do then? That still doesn't kill. I could have just used my counter to get a free heal there. I don't know where to go, dude. Oh, that hits from there. I wish you didn't do that. Okay. No one summoned on Saturn, dude. No, not one person. Only the freaking YouTubers did. Because I literally never saw his ass. I don't know where Hawkeye comes up with this whole thing about how he crushed Gear 5. Gear 5 was irrelevant because of Saturn. Never happened. Literally never happened. Until Nezuro, Gear 5 was the best character in the game. No, BB didn't help him either. Gear 5 was still the best character in the game, even after BB. BB was able to kill him, that's fine, but he wasn't able to chase Gear 5, Ace. Gear 5 could move faster than BB can. He could just go to a different flag if BB's there. And BB's slow ass is not chasing Gear 5, dude. Unless you have Grush. No, Kuma Boni was not enough. Nowhere near. Lucci, you can defend that, right? I was gonna say, how long is that gonna take for it to... Dude, why can I not dodge this freaking Whitebeard? At least I damaged him, I guess. Like, that's great for you. I'm talking about overall, NG. I don't care what you were doing. Otherwise, every Saturn player is gonna say, oh, my Saturn was cooking Gear 5, man. I don't know what you're talking about. My Saturn was great. But guess what? No one else was using him. I clicked the wrong skill. Okay, that's kind of bullshit if you ask me, though. Sure. Can't tell because the Stussy is lagging, so... The Stussy is lagging so hard, dude. How is that a dodge? That was so late. Sure. Can my allies guard a flag, bro? Bro, what are you guys doing that Whitebeard's literally getting his skill back every 2 seconds? Alright, I give up on Shanks. It takes way too long to build this guy up. And it's not even worth using him. What if I try this guy? That's 144. I mean, I don't really need... Do I have anything else that I can really put on there? I mean, I can put Sakazuki, I guess. There's only 2 zones. I put Sakazuki. Here, that doesn't move any tags, right? That loses defender, but if I want defender, I can just do that. Alright, Borsellino as well. I don't want to get rid of Supreme Grade Sword, but I don't really need defender, so that's fine. And it was you have to have the 9-star medals. Yes, you do. Perfect. You don't have any medals. I think that's what I had on maybe not that one. I think that's what I had on Van Older before. I'll use red for defend for the back unit as well. Yo, bitcho, what's up, man? And if you don't know what I'm doing, NG, it's because you don't know what the tags are. You don't know what tags mean. Alright, let's just go with that. I guess I'll just go with King. I've thought about it a lot, NG, actually. Especially when you put those trash-ass trait predictions that you do. Those essays that you put in the chat. Bro, can you lag a little less, dude? Can you lag a little bit less, dude? Is it okay for you to lag a little less? Dude, what is this lag that's happening today, dude? I really just don't get what is this lag, and why has no one freaking gotten our flags? Sure. Why does the screen freaking flicker? Alright, well. Couldn't grab the flag because Nas was there. This lag is really getting to me, dude. I literally dodged, though! Dude, this lag is really pissing me off, dude! Well, if the game's not lagging, then I can actually be satisfied with the gameplay then, NG, dude. I wouldn't have to keep using him if I was able to use him properly without having this freaking lag in League all the time. People freaking teleporting all over the place. I don't know if they're down, I don't know if they're up, I don't know if they're at the B flag, I don't know if they're at the A flag. People are literally teleporting today. I don't understand why. Bro, Ace, how do you expect me to know that? Ace, how do you want me to know that? Do you want me to say yes, the Egghead theme ends here, and then they release another Egghead unit right after? They release Shaka? Like, what do you want me to do here, dude? Like, why do you even ask? I don't know why you didn't just go to mid. What do you mean how I feel? What does it matter how I feel? I don't understand. What? Whoa! Was I not downed? Bro, wait, was I not downed? What? Wait, was I not downed? What is with this lag, bro? But it literally doesn't matter what I feel, Ace. That doesn't tell you what Tana P's gonna do. I don't see how we're losing all of our flags, dude. I really don't get it. What am I supposed to do with these allies? What am I supposed to do with these allies? You say not bad, dude. You're saying not bad. What am I supposed to do with this shit? What am I supposed to do with this utter trash that I was given, dude? What am I supposed to do with this utter trash that I was given? Bro, for you having 5 caps, I did not see you on the map at all as I was running across the entire map, capping every single flag. Where did those 5 caps come from? Like, on a reel, where did those 5 caps come from? Where did his 5 caps come from? Because I did not see him across the map at all. Literally did not even see him once. So I don't know where his caps were coming from. Alright, fine. I'll stop using Zoro. I could go Kubo, but I want to do this. The whole team was doing nothing, Yusuf. Nuss got a 10k score fighting Egghead Zoro in the mid flag the entire match, Yusuf. I just want to point that out for everyone. Nuss got a 10k score solely because he sat there fighting Egghead Zoro for 3 minutes. He got a 10k score. And me, who was running around the entire map, capping every single flag that I could find, got a 7k score. Nuss got a higher score from sitting in the mid flag while Egghead Zoro had already capped it, and just dying to Egghead Zoro. He got a higher score than I did running around the entire map. This shit is broken, dude. Score means nothing. Why does the screen frickin' flick every time I frickin' do that shit? I'm glad that Gear 5 capped that, because then I can, Alright, I give up. I'm not helping these allies, dude. That was an absolute bitch move, and you know it. If I ever see this Zoro Sanji, like, I'm never helping him. I don't know what he's doing, dude. I can't be bothered carrying this piece of shit trash that I have to deal with in this game, dude. This trash that I have to deal with in this game is absolute dog shit. You got 10k for doing nothing, bro. Well, I mean, Yusuf, you can't say that because Mars, if I was using Mars, he would have done the exact same thing if no one was stopping him. Mars would have performed just as well as King did in this game if no one was there to stop him, which none of the enemies were even trying to stop me. Alright. Really? Mars, really? Really? Are you not disappointed that you actually just got clapped there? What? Bro, what even just happened? How did you die that easily? Well, I guess because 150% support, maybe? Anyone want to help? Like, you know, you want to help me out, dude? Alright. How did... Whatever. Whatever. My allies are absolute dog shit trash. Oh, it's this retard again! No wonder my allies were ass! It's because it's this retard again! The same guy that was using time skip Luffy and Lucci yesterday. This same dumbass is in this match as well, of course. Yeah, but he doesn't have force cap though, Dawn, when he's low on HP. He needs force cap to be able to cap. Unfortunately. Well, how can you forget that retard ace? That dumbass that was saying, "A gold treasure!" as he had time skip Luffy in the back. He's spamming it, "A gold treasure!" I remember the people who pissed me off, Ace. That's why I remember your name, too. Touch grass every day, beast. Ugh. Not even a like to Sabo? Why? Why would I give a like to people doing their job? I give a like to people who do miracles and save the game, but not to people who just doing their job. I don't know yet, Ace. Is it out yet? Has the unit come out yet? Do you know if the new unit has already come out, Ace? Has it come out yet? Do I know when it's gonna drop before the live stream? It'll drop probably on the 20th, so it's 2 days before. Oh, it's a freaking snake auto picker. I need a meat to appear. This Kubo, the meat appears on the enemy's side. Of course it does. That's fine if they cap their flag, that's okay. Damn. That's annoying. Bro, this king must be pissed at me, dude. I'm gonna be honest, this king must be pissed at me, dude. Yo, Haruki, what's up? Every viewer is important to me. Yep, even the ones that I ban. You talking about the ones that I ban as well, Ace? Those are also viewers. If you ask me, do I care about them? Would you like that answer? Yeah, we are getting new EX. I was hoping that we wouldn't get one so soon, but... Because I don't want... I like the meta at the moment. I don't want them to break it, but it looks like they're gonna break the meta, so... We'll see. No buffs in a while. I mean, they give us buffs every month. So we're probably gonna get one for August soon. We're gonna get some buffs for August at some point soon. it'll probably come after the next EX, or in the same live stream, maybe something like that. I would say just leave for the time being. Oh, come on! This game is so ass, bro! Oh, come on! Bro, are you kidding me? This game is so trash! What did I die to? Oh, you. How? You were on the other side of the mountain! Was he not on the other side of the mountain? He teleported? To where? I don't even know. Anyways. It is my real voice, Frost. You think I have enough budget to freaking get bots? Bot voices? Oh god, my nose. Who else do we even have that? In red, I don't think there's that much. I guess Kizaru, I guess, or Kumabani. I guess I'll just do it. So. Again, War Prince, he was on the other side of the mountain. I don't think it's that long. Play ASL. I really don't... Like, the point is to test out the metal set, but I mean, I can use ASL, I guess. Where even are they? Oh, there was Ace. I don't really like using ASL, but... I'm just testing out random characters, Ace. That's all I'm doing. No, Yace isn't completely useless. It just depends how you use them. I wouldn't say that Yace is useless. There are a lot of kings. Pika would actually be pretty useful. I've seen a lot of kings today. The only thing is, I guess I'll use ASL just as to fill the flags. They turn defender just by sitting in the flag, right? They turn defender by filling the flag, right? I believe so. I know they turn runner from their skill 2. Damn, I got scared of King there. What? I wasn't anywhere near you! Oh, that was my ally? What? Dude, this... No, Nika uses freaking giant punch. Dawn, that's all it was. My allies were trash, though. If that king wasn't freaking baiting me, trying to look like he was gonna hit me with this freaking skill, then maybe I wouldn't have freaking let go of the flag. I wouldn't have used my counter if that dumbass freaking king would tell me that he's an ally. You know? Not just spam normals looking like he's going to freaking use his skill 2 on me. Yeah, I get it, Ace! It would be nice if he would stop spamming his normal, pretending like he's going to use a skill on me when there's a king on the enemy team. I don't have the freaking foresight to be able to look at his name and see that he's an ally. Stop spamming your goddamn skill! Or baiting that you're gonna use your goddamn skill on me! What do you mean? Just stop doing it in general! Ace, why are you even doing that? He's not going anywhere! He's literally just being a retard! Don't. Lucci is amazing. All these Gear 5s in frickin' League right now. I don't know why you would turn light when I was a light unit. I don't know why you would turn light at all. That makes no sense to me, but sure. That's fine. BB can kill light with light. Yeah, but there were 2 Luchis on the enemy team. Is what I'm saying. Like, you literally just dealt with Lucci, so you know that you should not turn light. If he turns light, he loses his type advantage against me, and then he also loses his type neutrality against Lucci. Which means that he frickin' gets his ass beat, just like he did. All that happened from him becoming light was that he got his ass beat, Dawn. That's the problem. Maybe, if he didn't turn light, he wouldn't have had his ass beat. He flexed being one of the only 5 BB mains that can actually use the counter. Yo, Dawn, you got something to say about that? No, in that situation, Dawn, turning light was bad. No, turning light was fully bad. Who was BB going to counter by turning light? What did turning light do for him? Nothing. It didn't have any benefit to him whatsoever. Really? That kills? That's fine. needs a 150% support. Okay. There is reason for him. No, but that's not what I'm saying, Dawn. I'm talking about in that match specifically, there was no reason for him to turn light. I've been throwing with, like, Kumaboni, dude. I suck with them, clearly. I've not been doing well with them at all. You can deal with anyone as Dark but Zoji. You can't deal with Nas. Why are you getting so many trash BBs today? I have no idea, dude. I honestly have no clue. Maybe it's worth me using BB myself, because clearly I suck with Kumaboni. But first things first. Before I do that, let me just break out... let me just dust off the rust on... Oh no, this guy's on support. Okay, I can't do that. Then I will just go... Yace. Oh no, I can't use ASL then. I don't need to use ASL, but Ichimoto wanted to see it, so... Yeah, then fine, I'll just use BB. But then I have to change the support. I'll use him on a... I would love to keep the support if possible. If possible, I would love to keep the support. How can we do that? Suppose there's no dark characters, right? I mean, it's not really worth that huge drop. I'll just use him on a different support. I'll use him on the black... I guess I'll use him on this Animal Kingdom one. I'll use Litchi in the back. It's 159, huh? I already have it saved, don't I? Somewhere. Yeah, I have it saved there. Just in case I need to get rid of it and give it back to him. What tags do we have here? I can get rid of, Nika. I can put, I can get rid of Zoro as well. So get rid of Zoro. Get rid of Nika. Oh, he was a zone type, but that doesn't matter. Because I already have Animal Kingdom, so I don't need zone as much. And then there's no one else that I need to touch. Yeah. Do I believe in ghosts? No. I believe they exist. I don't believe you can see them. The ghost of Uchiha himself is asking. Lol. Roru. You guys, like, dude, I just want to say, Dawn, dude, you see this, right? You see how Ace bullies me, right? You see how Ace is bullying me, dude, right? Congrats that I reached legend rank. You, like, oh, it's so easy for you, isn't it, Ace? You can just grind character, like, titles, and you can get to there easily, don't you? It's so easy for you, man. You can just grind character frags and get there easily. So great, Ace, but for me? Oh, congrats! Oh, you finally made it! Oh, congrats, man! I didn't think you had it in you! Oh, come on, I put up my counter, dude. Okay, sure, dude. Oh, please. Bro. Can I stop using his Evo skill 1? Yeah, but that's what kills Lucci, right? BB gonna get a zone next. But, like, I use number 1 because number 1 is the easiest way to kill Lucci, isn't it? I used it on Luffy because isn't that how you kill G5? with skill 1, that's the one that ignores 1 HP, right? If I'm wrong, then tell me, because I don't use BB that often, so I get confused sometimes. But that's why I was using Liberation, was because I thought that was the best way to kill Lichi and G5. Thank you. I still haven't forgive you though, Ace. I still haven't forgave you, but thank you. I know they're both 1 HP. I don't know why I used it while I was in the shield. I know I shouldn't have done that. Okay. I need to stop just spamming skills. I'm being a shitty BB player. I'm being a shitty BB player. I know Dawn is laughing at me right now. Like, how the hell are you being this shit, dude? I know, Dawn. I'm playing like shit, dude. It is what it is. I thought that I would still get hit even while in the shield. I'm playing like shit, dude. It is what it is. The last game was too good for me. All right. I don't know, the metal set seems really good though. Damage-wise, the metal set actually does seem really damn good. Honestly. No, you didn't, Ace. You just told me to check the tag. You didn't tell me anything. I don't want to hear it, Ace. When will they buff Hybrid Yamato? Who knows, man. Hybrid Yamato buff would actually go pretty hard right now. She would be a very good buff right now. Really? Oh, he's just gonna run, huh? Okay, I'm playing horribly this game, dude. I could have killed from there, but sure. Who's that? Oh, that was Kubo. Okay. Sabo is going to the mid flag, which is fine. Look, I was playing like shit, Dawn, okay? Skill 2 would have been better for Mars. You're right, but like Zoji killed him anyway, so it wasn't even me. I was just trying to drag him off the flag. But you're right. You are correct. Okay, so BB is great. Now let's go back to the not so great characters. Let's go back to the not so great characters. And then I will go Supreme Grade should be fine. Navy former Admiral. I need to get rid of attackers. I need to put you and you. And I guess you. Who else did I have on here? Oh no, I didn't have Navy, did I? because it didn't really matter, so I just put 2 blue units on there, I believe. I believe that's what I did, which is probably best. Who do I even have that I can use here? It'd be better if I use... Yeah, I guess Luffy's are fine. That puts it onto 155. I can put you there, and then that'll be fine. That's not the point. That's not the point at all. Gone. It's a last set anyways, so it doesn't even matter. Use East Blue. No, but I'm not gonna get East Blue with this. I'm not gonna be able to get East Blue with this set anyways. What I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to maximize the damage. So by using Supreme Grade and Navy Admiral, I can maximize the damage on defenders and runners. Otherwise, if I use Blackbeard Pirates, I can maximize it against attackers, so get the full 45%. But with attackers, you can only do it on attackers. But with Supreme Grade and Navy Admiral, then you can do runners and defenders both. And 150% is not bad, by any means. I don't need royalty because you want to get bodied by Zoji. What do you mean? I've literally not been getting bodied by Zoji. Dawn. What? Oh, come on! Would be nice if you weren't lagging so much, dude. Wait, is it? That's fine. Yeah, but I still beat their ass, Ace. I still beat their ass, Ace. Nah, this metal set is great. Even though I am using it on 150% support, the damage is insane, dude. How toxic is blue meta? It's not really a blue meta, though. A green EX attacker would be OP right now. I can see it. The problem is, I don't, like, again, I don't know what Kuma Boni is going to be, whether they're going to be a changing unit, like a class change, or whether they're going to be a single class unit. But, like, that kind of sucks. You're watching me from the gym. Don't act like you go to gym. Did Zoji lose to Bluefy? I'm trying out the new metal set, Lazy. The triple Zoro metal set. Thanks, Snake. I really wish that you would just stay at the one flag. Go and fill up that flag, Snake. The bot, Kizaru. Yeah, but he's pissing me off, dude. But honestly, the damage increase from these medals is insane, dude. It really is. Which medals? Triple Zoro. Triple Zoro. Because now you have double, because of the new Great Sword Wielder, like, tag, you have double damage increase. So now you can max out your damage increase without having to use damage increase traits on the medal. Yeah, I saw it, Lazy. It's pretty much guaranteed to be Kuma Boni. I mean, not Kuma Boni, I mean Nika Boni. Yeah, it's gonna be Nika Boni. We already know. I couldn't care less, but... I was really hoping that they would wait until October like they did with Saturn, but, you know, they want to release it now, I guess. 300 Hyper Boost when you start donating. Really? I honestly had no idea that that would one-shot. I'm gonna be real. You know what? No, I don't know if it's going to be a duo unit. I mean, they can do a duo unit. It would be more sellable than just releasing Bonnie alone, if I'm being honest. For them to do her as a duo unit. A switch unit like Zoji have a revenge attack? No, I don't think it's going to be a switch. No, I don't like... I would not like them releasing Nika Boni as a switch character. No. It's the first, like, you know, like, EX Bonnie in the game. I would not want them to release her as a switch. It has to be a solo Bonnie character. It has to be a solo Bonnie. I think it's disrespectful to Bonnie as a character if you don't give her the respect that that character deserves. If you're going to release her as an EX, it has to be a single unit. Switch elements are fine for units that we already have a lot of. There are not a lot of Bonnies in the game. I think it'll do a disservice to her to release her as a switch. Yeah, just for animations only, if they want to make her like Lucci Luffy, like Kaku Zoro, I'm perfectly happy with that. 3 Bonnies is not, it's not great, Ace. One of them is a switch character. I'm gonna be, like, this could be a opinion that most people don't agree with, but I personally do not like the fact that Kuma Boni came out together. I wanted Kuma on his own. I did not want Bonnie with him. Because I feel like it takes away from Kuma as a character in that arc by putting him together with Bonnie. For me personally. This is just my personal gripe with this. I feel like Kuma would have been much better off if he was a single character. It's literally father and daughter. I don't care. I felt like Kuma deserved a single character for what he did in that arc. He deserved to have a singular character. I thought I, like, ran up the stairs, but then I realized that I didn't. Kubo is toxic? That's not the point. I'm not talking about how good the unit was. I'm saying, all I'm saying is for me personally, I would have wanted Bonnie to come out alone. I mean, Kuma to come out alone. Just my personal opinion. It's literally just my personal take. I would have wanted Kuma alone. I remember everyone wanted Kuma. Not everyone, just me, Ace. That was pretty much just me. I remember quite clearly that it was not everyone, it was just me. Nah, it was not most people. I feel like I got questioned more about why I think Kuma deserves an EX more than anything else. No one wanted to accept that Kuma should get an EX. Kobe? Okay, Kobe, people were coping about Kobe. That's true. Kobe, people were coping. But not Kuma. It was just me. No, not me, Dawn. There were people that were coping hard about Kobe. They were hard coping Kobe, dude. That shit was weird, bro. Your final prediction is a switch unit, light defender, that can change class. Okay. I can see that. I can see them being a switch unit. I can see it being a switch class, not a switch character. I think Nika Bonnie in the series, I don't like Nika Bonnie in the series. Alright, this will be the last one as well. I lost track of time. But I don't like Nika Bonnie in the series, but I will admit that Nika Bonnie is an important enough character to where she should get respected to be a singular EX. If they want to make her sell, then sure, you can throw on Nika as like a skill character, like you did with Lucci, Luffy, and Kakuzoro. However, I really do not want her to be a switch character. I think that it just takes away from Bonnie, and people are only gonna summon, like if you do summon, it's probably good because it's Luffy, not because it's Bonnie. I feel like Bonnie should be like on her own to see whether people even care. If they released Yamato in the beginning as like Ace Yamato character, I would have been pissed. Same thing with Bonnie. I think that she deserves to have her own character. Not down, huh? I did dodge though. This is stupid. No, I'll play one more. That match was laggy as hell. No, King should have been done. You can't tell me I didn't hit King 3 times with that skill. There's no way. You can't tell me that I didn't hit him 3 times with that skill to get rid of his freaking flames. That's bullshit. Okay, this will be the actual last one. Even if we get 5-0'd or if we 5-0, don't care. This will be the last one. Yeah, but I don't want them to break the game is my only thing, Dawn. The reason why I'm scared about having another runner is because I don't want the game to be broken again. I don't want another, like, V2 Nika. I don't want that, dude. We just got out of that trash. We literally just got out of this dumbass meta. Lucci has helped us fix this douchebag of a character. I don't want them to just bring back another one already. We've barely even been able to savor this new meta that we have with Kakuzoro dealing with most of the, like, annoying characters, with Lucci Luffy being able to deal with these bitch-ass runners. It's a good meta now, and I want it to stay that way. Damn. Bro, I'm telling you, this metal set is goated. I want you to know they had a boost 3 Sengoku, and I'm a boost 4 actually Sengoku, and I'm whooping his ass, bro. I couldn't do anything about that. I did, like, a lot, but my allies couldn't guard the flag, so... I disagree that all Sengoku does is knockback. EX runners are the most dangerous kind of meta, or you think that maybe just another G5 incident all over again? So you're gonna say man is trash because you lost? I never said man was trash. Well, actually, I do think that Sengoku is bad. I don't think he's a good unit. I think he does suck. But the metal set makes him look good. Because he can actually, like, do shit. But what I was gonna say, Pedro, is that you have to think back to the runner metas in the game, right? If we go back and think about the current runner metas that we have had in the game, you will understand wholeheartedly that they have been freaking trash, bro. Yeah, but you can't use all four, like, 3 tags together, Dawn. He would not have been better with freaking East Blue than he is with Navy and with Navy Admiral and Supreme Sword or whatever. Don't use the rest of it. Why? Why? Like, so I would give up freaking, like, what even is East Blue? You're telling me to give up 15% to runners and freaking, to runners and defenders to get 15% only for blue element when most of the freaking meta is, light and dark. The only blue characters are Zoji and maybe Snake. Maybe. You don't get Snake all the time. You have King a lot, which wouldn't help against King either. If you have Supreme, what is it, Great Sword and frickin' Navy, you work against every single runner and every single defender. I think that's a lot more useful than only getting it to the same element. They are literally the meta. Okay, then why am I finding so many light and dark and all these red characters? Why am I fighting all of them then, Dawn? No, but I'm just talking about what I've been fighting, Yusuf. It helps me against blue, sure. What about all the other characters that aren't blue? I would literally be better off by not running this than running this. You deal with more characters by running Navy and Supreme Great Sword, Navy Admiral and Supreme Great Sword, than you do with running East Blue. Yes! Did you see how much freaking you were KOing the freaking defenders while they're in their flag using Sengoku? Did you see how much you were freaking damaging them? That comes from those tags. When I use my skill 1 and hit every single enemy flag, that comes from that skill 1. That comes from the damage comes from those tags, dude. If I was only working on blue, then most of the time I wouldn't even be doing damage, like extra damage with those. You have Trio Zoro, so then why do you want me to run East Blue then? If you were complaining that I already have max damage with Zoro, then why are you complaining about running East Blue then? Why do you want me to run East Blue if you think that I already have enough damage with the Zoro medals? Then I might as well just run damage reduction. Run frickin' Zone and Grand Line on him. What does it matter, Dawn? If you're killing them anyways, what does it matter? It helps more being able to deal with runners and defenders than it does being able to deal with only the same element as you. When I was using BB, oh yeah, that would help me a lot if I was only able to do damage to dark characters. It's so much better to run it on runners and defenders because the meta, the actual meta that you have to worry about are the runners and the defenders. You don't have to worry about the attackers. Again, Zoro Sanji is not that great that they're literally, you get maybe 1 out of like 5 games that Zoro Sanji just one-shots everyone. Maybe. Maybe 1 out of 5 if you're unlucky. The point is, Dawn, is that if you're using like East Blue, you're only more effective against blue. But if you're using the other ones, then you're more effective against everyone, like including any color. It's so much better to have that. Not only that, you have 2 options there. You have runners and defenders, which besides attackers, 2 of the 3 classes you deal with. Bro, I've had many matches without Zoji. What are you talking about, Dawn? Anyways. What I believe I was answering was Pedro's point about EX runners. That I was saying that if you go back and look at EX runners that I've released, they always run the meta. Why? Because runners are the best class. They just are. It's just a fact. Runners are the best class because nothing stops them from doing their job. They will always be able to get flags. You will never have a meta where runners won't be able to get flags. You will always be able to get flags. You just have to make an opening for the runners to do that. Nezjuro meta made it very hard for you to be able to get flags. But that didn't mean that you couldn't get flags. You could still get flags. You still had to use runners. Even during the Nezjuro meta. So, runners will always have a place. Defenders, if they can't defend the flags, then you're just going to innately stop using them. It's just going to happen. You couldn't get any flags. You still needed runners, Hawkeye. You still needed runners. Even if you couldn't get flags, you had to try to get flags. And the only way you could do that was with runners. Hawkeye. Defenders and attackers. Attackers will always have a place in the meta. But, you know, they're just attackers at the end of the day. They can't do everything. They can't get flags and kill at the same time. You know? Runners, getting the flags leads to winning. Getting kills does not always lead to winning. That is why I was not that upset about Kizaru being able to attack all the flags. I'm not that upset about Zoji, because if the runners just do their jobs, you will win the match. If the runners just do their jobs. Obviously, if Zoji's targeting the runners, then, you know, then you're kind of screwed there. But 90% of matches, Zoji's not targeting the runners. So it's not hard for you to be able to get flags. Defending flags means that you can win as well. But like I said, but if the defenders can't defend flags, if the current defenders in the game can't defend flags, then defenders will innately run out of the meta. You won't be seeing defenders in the meta anymore. That's what happened in the freaking Oden meta and when G5V2 came out. When G5V2 came out, defenders were non-existent, dude. You couldn't see them. Because G5 wiped out every single defender. It was freaking dumb as hell. And same thing with Oden when Oden came out. Kid in Law wasn't really a damage-dealing character, so that's why, you know, they didn't really deal with defenders as much, and they released a defender to counter him. So they released Nika. But the damage-dealing runners that we've had, all of them basically ran out defenders from the game when they came out because there was no point in using defenders. You could get flags, Hawkeye. It's not that you couldn't get flags. You could get flags. That's why people still use G5v2 even during the NUS meta. Because you could still get flags. You know how many times I freaking lost because my NUSs were too busy fighting at the other flags that they didn't notice the base flag was being capped? You know how many times I lost because of that, Hawkeye? It was quite a lot. Quite a lot of times. Yeah, but Saturn's skills are just too slow, Ace. Saturn has his own problems. Anyways. I just think that runners are the best class because they just have a more important role to winning than the other characters do. The other classes. I feel like getting flags is just the most important thing in the game. Good NUS players were unstoppable. I don't agree. I had good NUS players as well, Hawkeye, that were too busy guarding the base flag from an attacker that they didn't bother going back to the, like, you know, the other flags. Good runners were still able to win games in the NUS meta. Again, anyways. I still think that runners are the best class. I will always keep them as the best class. I think defenders have less of a impact in the wins. While defending the flags, yes, is important. I think defenders in general have less of an impact on winning than runners and attackers do because they have the ability to be able to turn the games around. Defenders don't have that. Defenders are reliant on their allies. Hence, I do not think that they are the best class. But yeah. And attackers can only kill. They literally can't do anything else. That all they do is get kills. I have yet to see an attacker that can get flags. I can see a defender that can get flags like freaking NUS Jiro's bitch ass. But I've yet to see an attacker. Anyways. I am going to call it a day here, so thank you all for joining. Really do appreciate it. If you did enjoy the stream, then please do leave a like. And please do subscribe if you'd like to see more content. And yeah, I will catch you all in the next one. Bye, guys.